to be Yorkshire. From North Sea to Cornwall, we call it all home. We're proud to be Yorkshire. From States to Totley, straight through Ripon and Otley. We're proud to be Yorkshire. From North Sea to Cornwall, we call it all home.
Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. Just a little video today just to explain what Athletic Club Yorkshire or Nothing is all about, and also how you guys can get involved. So the series starts this time next week, 7 PM right here on YouTube. Starts next week. I'm really excited. I've had this save idea in my head since December, so really looking forward to it. If you haven't seen the intro and to what it's all about and the story behind the series, I want you to go and check out the video just above right now and then come back. I've had lots of questions about which bits are true, which bits are fiction, fact. So I thought we'd just lay everything out, and also an opportunity, a competition in today's episode where you can become the chairman of Athletic Club York for the main series for FM22. Alright, the story behind the series is basically I wanted to go back to England this year for FM22 after being in sort of like the Journeyman Portugal with a special one, and then obviously in Spain and Italy and other series with the Basque or Nothing and etc. So I wanted to come back to England. I thought about doing York City again because we're still in the 6th tier, but then I thought it was too samey. We've done it in FM19, so I wanted to create a different storyline. And with the enjoyment I got out of Basque or Nothing, the same with Athletic Club Bilbao, where obviously you can only sign Basque players, etc., I wanted to bring that into sort of like a Yorkshire version. So that's the story behind it. Now, there is a little bit of truth into how York City became York City Soccer Club. I think it was back in 2002 or something around that, between 2000 and 2002. John Batchelor, the chairman in the game, was actually a real person. He's dead now. Don't feel sad for him. He took the club on. He's an American. He's actually English, even though he spent a little bit of time in America. Involved in motor racing. After a short time, he changed the club's name, York City Soccer Club. That's a true story. He also changed the club's badge. That was the original club badge. It's not a badge that I've created. Also, the shirts had the motor racing on and etc. He wanted to change all that to reach out to the American audience. So all that's true. He wasn't a billionaire. He was, in real life, I put him as a billionaire. In real life, he was a con artist, and he ended up costing York City pretty much nearly the club. The club went into administration. It was finally saved by the fans, the York City Supporters Trust and the fans. He profited. He basically did kind of what the Bury guy did. Basically, asset stripped it and made about 300 grand out of it. Even though he bought the club for £1, he made over 300,000. So yeah, he nearly cost the club its existence, and I wanted to sort of like work on that a little bit. So that's why we've got him back, York City Soccer Club, but we've put them as billionaires. Now FM editor has changed slightly. They have got £200 million in the bank. That's what they're going to start with. And I've put a few players in as well, just to spice it up a bit. Players that I think might cause a little bit of trouble. Nile Ranger, Jack Rodwell, and then put in some Americans just to have that mix. We'll go through all that next week. We'll go through the squads, etc. Obviously, for us, completely different. The rules are I'm only allowed to sign players that were born in Yorkshire, or if they weren't born in Yorkshire, they've had to come through my youth system. So I can't sign 16-year-olds or anything like that. Only way I can sign 16-year-olds is if they're born in Yorkshire. Any other players outside of Yorkshire need to come through my sort of like youth intake, basically. That also includes my backroom staff as well. They also need to be born in Yorkshire, so that's proving quite difficult. I've kind of 99% put that together, but as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I'm after one more position. Now, I haven't got a chairman, so I thought the good way of doing it was we're offering out to you guys, the viewers. It's up to you how much you get involved. I can literally just put your name and your face in the game, and then that's it. But I'm kind of hoping that I have a little bit of interaction with the chairman, and when I do my annual series report for the Patreon's end of season review, we might have a little written review, sort of like statement, or even a video, depending on how much the chairman wants to get involved. But if you want to be the chairman and you just want to have your name in the game, your face in the game, all you need to do is write down in the comments now, just put, because obviously you need to be born in Yorkshire, you just need to put where you were born in Yorkshire. If you were not born in Yorkshire, just put a place in Yorkshire where you were born, anywhere, and that'll just count. That's your entry into the competition. I'm going to draw it out on Thursday because I need to finish off the database, so it'll be Thursday. So any entrance after Thursday, you will not get in. So all I want you to do to get yourself in the game, be chairman, write down in the comments where you would like to be born in terms of the save, and then what I can do is I'll draw it out. I'll do a random generator, draw it out. I'll probably do it as a YouTube short as well on the Thursday. Get you in the game ready for the kickoff on Sunday. Okay, so that is that. That's the chairman. Now, there is other ways I can get involved. The Patreon's going to be a massive part of this, so I've changed all the Patreon, links to the Patreon down below. I'd appreciate if you know you're going to be enjoying and following the series, go check it out, because there's a few nice ways you can get in the series. If you become the first tier, the Athletic Club board member, before Thursday, you can get your name in the game as a director, because remember, the club is fan owned, so we're going to have loads of directors. So my patrons are going to be directors. The next level, the next tier is the youth team tier. That is where you're going to get a regen in the game, your face as well in the game. And then the top tier is the most exciting tier, is the scouting tier. I've found it quite hard to find players, obviously, searching players. There is a lot of players in the game that when you go into the player search, it comes up when you scroll for city of birth, place of birth. A lot of players have blank names, which basically means they don't know where they've been born, but they've been automatically then assigned to London. So if you know of any players, so that's made it quite tough. So scouting tier, I'm basically going to send you save files at the end of every season. And I'm also going to send you save files halfway through the season, probably around Christmas Day. And that'll give you the opportunity to dive into my save, have a little scout about, see what you can find. And then in my Discord, we're going to have the scouting centre, which is just going to be a little private chat between me and the scouting team about any potential signings. And then we'll discuss where we need to strengthen, and then also which players we think will fit that role or position. All right, so 3, I think, exciting tiers I've tried. Look, Patreon is to help me to support the channel, so I'd appreciate if you go check it out. Everyone as well who's also in the Patreon, you'll get a private video at the end of the season where I do a review of the season, of player performances, etc. All right, that is it. Videos, so the first video will be out Sunday. Videos will be 7 p.m. Sunday and 9 p.m. Thursdays every single week. There'll be no live streams. It'll just be 2 videos per week starting on Sunday. I really hope that you're going to follow the series. I'm really excited. I've had this save sorted since December the 10th. I've had it in my head, and I'm really looking forward to getting it going. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I've done a little bit of a test just to check that the database is working fine and stuff, and just to iron out a few of the editor issues in terms of loans and things like that. So I've done that. The pressure is on. York City City Soccer Club are first favourites, media prediction. We're predicted second, and we also need to make sure we get a playoff spot for the season. So the pressure is on from day one. I was hoping the ambition of the club was going to be a little bit low. I've not set it as the fans has been the most ambitious, but the board already want big things. I've put my squad together. You'll find out who's in my squad next Sunday at 7 p.m. We may even get in the first league game of the season. All right, boys, that's it. Get yourself down in the comments. Get yourself entered. Go check out the Patreon as well. Be muchly appreciated ahead of the season, ahead of the save. There's lots of other things in there about tactics files, voting on the series and other things, and also getting yourself in the FM draft and the FM Super League, which is a community competition that I run on my Discord channel. All right, boys, so that is it. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next Sunday, 7 p.m. for the start of Yorkshire or Nothing in a premiere. I'll do a premiere as well, so I'll be in the chat. Get yourself in the chat, and we'll discuss our ambitions, our players. You'll meet my backroom staff. You'll also meet my very first team squad. Okay, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. See you later.
We're proud to be Yorkshire. From North Sea to Cornwall, we call it all home. We're proud to be Yorkshire. From States to Totley, straight to Ripon and Otley. We're proud to be Yorkshire. From North Sea to Cornwall,